So, in today's video, we're going to talk about the real reason people ghost you. Now, what do you think is the reason for other people ghosting? I'll let you know what I think. The reason other people ghost is because you care too much. When you let go of the resistance, the importance that you place on them getting back to you or them reaching out to you in the first place, the less you care, the more they're going to feel you don't care. And they're going to wonder why you stopped making any effort. And if they don't come back when you stop caring, then you know it's time to walk away from this person. If you're the only one making effort, they give you low effort replies, 1 word, 1 2-word replies, or not willing to give you a proper explanation as to why they're making you feel the way they are. If they're making you feel like shit, like you don't matter, like you're unattractive. And there could be a lot of that planted inside the system. Could be something that you believe to be true. Because remember, everything on the outside of us, our outer world, is a reflection of our inner world. And when you start to change the belief system, the story that you believe to be true, how others and everything on the outside of us will reflect the story back to us, will make a match to if we change it to a better story. If we change it to being worth being communicated with, being worth having a relationship with an attractive girl, or if you're a woman, an attractive man. But if your predetermined story prior to starting a relationship with these people is that you're not good enough, that is what's happening. That's why the ghosting is happening. Is that the power of your assumption by using the law has not stepped up to the plate. You have not stepped up to the plate like the batter that's ready to hit this out of the park as the new character, as the character I help build on the channel or with my work I do with people. Is that you need to become a gamer here, okay? Look at us as gamers, as characters in a game. If you're going to continue to play that game as someone that's the victim, that has to feel guilt, that has to feel shame, that has to feel unattractive, that's you doing that to yourself. That's not the other person. And if we need to place a burden on other people to have to come and fix us because we feel that way, that's what repels them away. They can feel that there's a neediness. And how you get away from that is by bringing awareness to it and starting to do the work with it, with some type of shadow work, with someone who's experienced with that type of work with people, to do some work with a mindset coach that could bring you to another level, another way of looking at life, another way of looking at your story, and being able to forgive yourself for feeling like that and knowing that there is a better life for you. And when you start becoming a gamer, that no one can play games with you because you are the ultimate gamer. There is no one that can make you feel like you're not good enough when you're on this level in the game. You game up, you level up. This stuff here with the ghosting and the people making you feel not good enough, it's within. When you change the story within to you are the most attractive version of you without having to be 10% body fat or less. It don't matter your physical appearance when your law changes as per your assumption that you are capable of having this person communicate with you or people of equal level and that you are of equal level to everyone. What will be reflected back to you and how others will respond to you and reach out to you first will be in coherence with the law of your assumption that you are already that and it's already done. And when you stop caring about people ghosting, that happened to you, it didn't happen to you, it happened for you. And let them get the F out of your life. Let them go. Let them go, shut the door, and don't look back, because those people are not meant to be there. And I'm not saying it in a way. I know I get really into these videos. When I get like that, I get really passionate. And I'm not saying it in a way where we need to be angry. I get really passionate and I get really into it when we're talking about this stuff, because I dealt with that garbage. I dealt with the ghosting. I dealt with being made felt like I'm worthless, like I'm ugly, like I'm fat, like I'm not worth being able to talk to these hot women or people with good physical bodies. But really, when I changed that story, that every single woman, wherever I went, was of equal level to me, what was then reflected back to me is that I'm of equal level to any single woman out there. And this is not ego, this is the realization of self. And I do it in a loving way. And I don't need a single thing from any of them to make me feel this way. I make myself feel this way. Nothing on the outer can manipulate the way I feel. So if I treat people with kindness and they treat me with disregard and not willing to acknowledge that goes in and around my body and gone behind. I don't give a shit. It don't matter. And it's not like, oh, the next time I'm going to have to be mean to that person because they did that to me. No, I forgive them for living in unconscious ways. Whereas I am a conscious being. I am aware of human nature, how we operate in the world. And everyone has their programming. I have programming. You have programming. The hot chick at the gym has programming. The hot guy that lives next to you, next door, that don't talk to you, have programming. We all have programming. It's all about what you choose to place importance on that's stuck in the mind and what you want to believe to be true. And that is where the character part of this story, of this video, starts to become a key component. Is that when you become the character that you feel like this person in your own mind, this person that ghosted you or someone of equal level, just as attractive. If you feel like you're the type of person that person is trying to work up to, or the type of people that they want to text with every day, and envision that through imagination. Imagine yourself having conversations with this person in your mind. If this is a healthy relationship with you, for you, I would advise this type of work on it, because with the law of assumption and law of attraction, you will attract them in. And even if it doesn't work, it don't matter, because nothing out there matters. Nothing out there is real. And it's only what you place importance on. It's only what you believe to be true that is your truth. And when you shift your mindset to becoming this type of individual, you become the most powerful version of you that is empowered by your own way of thinking and feeling. And when your thought and your heart and your feeling and thinking, everything's in coherence, the way that you will operate in life will be healthier. And you will attract people because your energy will then become attractive. It's not that I have to judge what I do here. I have to be careful what I do there. I have to not text that person twice because I would have made a mistake. Or what if I would have said this? Maybe they would have went on a second date with me. Maybe I should have slept with them on the first date so that they can continue to date me. Maybe I should have asked her to come home with me at 2 a.m. at the bar, and then she would have slept with me, and then I would have got her into my life, you know? It's all the effing mind. It's all the mind. And if you feel like that is what's going to be the make or break of you feeling good about yourself, about you achieving success, then you've got a long way to go, because these small little things are nothing. It's all about in here. And if you already felt in here that, damn, that girl's going to come home with me, and you know it, you assume it, and that's your truth, then she's probably going to go home with you, because you didn't force that on her. You gave her the freedom to choose. And that type of energy is a lot more attractive than a man that's coming up to a woman at 2 a.m. when the bar's closing and telling her, come home with me, come. I got the cab on the way. Like, don't you want to come home with me? You know you want to come home with me. Please come home with me. Now, which one, ladies, would you prefer? Option 1 or option 2? Because that second guy, he's really dependent on you and sleeping with you for him to feel good. The first guy, he don't give a fuck. He'll go home and he's got a number of women on his phone he could call to have a sleep with, or he can sleep with someone the next day or the next week. Because just in that line of time, that event is not the make or break of that person's character. And I'm not saying this for us to be malicious or mean to one another. I'm not saying this for you to manipulate other people to give you what you want. This is just you becoming someone that is not a person that looks at someone not texting you back as being ghosted, or as every time this happens, every time I text them too much, they always ghost me. Well, then that's the story you're going to keep getting reflected to you from people on dating apps, or people on Facebook Messenger or Snapchat or Instagram. Whatever you're using to communicate with these men or women that's not working, it's because of how you feel about it. It's because of the story you tell yourself. And it's because of the importance you place on them being in your life. And when you let go of the resistance, there's no more energy being sent to that person, even though you're not in the same room with them and you're thinking about them all night and all day. They can still feel your energy from wherever you're at in the world to where they're at, and you're sending them a frequency of you needing this, you wanting this. And that's you living in desire in a negative way. But when your desire has made a match with what you believe to be true, you become a lot more confident man or woman. And it just doesn't matter what this person chooses to do with you, because there's better people coming, and you just don't care. And when you don't care, non-caring, non-attachment, people are attracted to that. They wonder why don't you care? Does this person not have any feelings? And then they'll want to investigate or look deeper into your character. It's because you're gaming. You've become a gamer. Like me and my buddy say, we're gamers, right? Gamer, play the game, become the character, become that of what you envision, and embody that of what you desire, and feel as if it's already in your life. Not this hot woman texting you back and being able to go on a date with you Friday. That don't matter. Not this guy at the gym giving you a smile and asking you to go on a date next week. That don't matter. It don't matter, because you're already hot the way you are. You have to feel like you're hot. You have to feel attractive. And then it is then projected to people, because you're within your own energy. The energetic field around your body is that of an attractive being. So I thank you for watching this one, and we'll see you on the next video.